And now, I talk back with Ray
I'm telling you, I couldn't make it up if I tried.
and Mandii.
You've got to be freaking kidding me. You know what? That's all I'm saying. Hey guys, welcome back to I Talk Back with Ray and Mandii. I'm Mandii, this is Ray, and we hope you guys started off this new year amazing. We're a couple weeks in now, so this episode we're going to chat about intentions and setting them for 2024. I don't know if some of you do goals or what are they, resolutions or your New Year resolutions, things like that. But if you notice, people do that. It becomes a fad for January, February, and then they kind of trickle off. So the rest of the months get kind of lost.
Yep.
So what do you really want to do? Are you setting goals? Are you setting resolutions? Or are you setting intentions?
That's a good, I don't even know. I guess I'm setting intentions. That's what Amanda wants me to say.
That's right.
Yeah, I hadn't really thought about a whole lot of intentions. What I do know for 2024 is what I'm doing is setting boundaries. Mm-hmm. I'm setting definite boundaries. I guess those are intentional boundaries.
Yep.
Right. So I'm learning how to say no even already this year. But what I have learned is that my threshold is different than it used to be.
Yeah. For sure.
My tolerance threshold is not as good as it used to be. I guess you can say, I don't know if it's good is the right word. It's just not as high as it used to be. My intolerance for a lot of things when it comes to professional, I can say business, professional, relational, even like personal relationships, situationships. I just kind of let everybody go.
But it's like you have to, right? Because it's like, I mean, you give people an inch, they walk all over you.
Yeah, like I used to say, and my mom hates when I say that. Mom, I'm not trying to cuss, but sometimes something doesn't really explain it. What I say is,
and I'm sorry, Miss Cynthia, I do try to cuss, but go ahead.
You let a motherfucker slide, they start ice skating, and that's how I feel.
They get too
comfortable.
comfortable.
Like you give them a little bit, and they would just run you over. So like I learned that lesson like a couple years ago, but even now, like it seems like in January, everybody wants to try to spin the block. Mm-hmm. They want to try to come back. Yeah. I don't know what that's about, but
it's their resolution.
I've had 3 people do that. 3 exactly. I'm their resolution.
You the resolution.
I'm always the one that got away. I'm the one that got away.
They in their 12-step program.
One guy literally told me that I was the one that got away. He wants to come back, and I said, "Well, I didn't get away. I didn't go anywhere. You made the decision, and I respected it." Mm-hmm. And then he kind of got mad that I kind of put that back. And then I had to screenshot what he sent to remind him what he said.
I got receipts.
Exactly. So I am setting boundaries. Mm-hmm. I am prioritizing myself more than I did before.
Well, you got some changes coming up too. So that's going to kind of push you to do things differently.
Super interesting. I'm gonna see how I feel, but I'm excited. I'm excited for the changes. I don't want to say what they are just yet, but it's gonna be really interesting.
Exactly.
In a couple weeks.
Yeah. So
we'll let you know how I'm doing in a couple weeks with these changes. But yeah, so that's what I'm doing personally. Mm-hmm. What are you doing?
Girl,
what are your intentions?
So my intentions this year. So we had a potluck at work, right? Okay. And one of my coworkers shared a tradition that her and her family do. Mm-hmm. So they get little like stones at the end of the year to kind of focus on a word for the following year.
Okay.
So on these little stones, they write their word, and then they carry it in their pocket throughout the year, or carry it on their person throughout the year, to kind of help remind you what you're, whatever you're supposed to do with that word. Yeah. So we did that, and she brought these little slate pieces, super, super cute. I thought it was a super cute little thing to do. So my word is resilience for the year.
Oh, resilient. Okay, I know what resilience means to me.
Yeah.
And it's not always a good thing. So what is resilience to you?
So to me, resilience is pushing past the barriers, working through any obstacles that may come, working toward, because my other thing is growth.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to move forward. Like I have so many ideas and so many thoughts and so many things that are in my head constantly. I need to bring those into fruition. I need to make them happen because with me, I'm not really a procrastinator per se, but I think I have so many ideas that it gets overwhelming, and then I just don't act on any of them because I have so many. You see what I'm saying?
I've done that before. When you're just like, I got so many things to do, I ain't doing nothing. I'm gonna take a nap.
Yeah, right. Okay, and then you get tired. Yeah. So that's my issue that I was having in 2023, and so for 2024, I've set my intentions to be, I'm gonna follow through with what I'm telling myself.
There you go.
I'm going to. And however I need to get organized to do that.
Because you owe it to yourself at the end of the day.
Exactly.
Yeah, and like start cutting out things that just don't matter, things that don't serve you.
Right.
It's important to cut that out too.
Exactly.
I think this is a year for me of being selfish.
Hey, have you been before? You've just
Not
given
really,
and given
right?
and given, right?
Yeah,
and how much more do you have to give?
Look, not a damn thing. I don't got it.
That well ran dry.
I was telling my mom the other day, I was like think about being there. And we were talking about it on the other episode that we're gonna do, but I was like, I don't got that stick and stay no more. Like I don't have that. I'm gonna just do anything and take anything. I just don't have that anymore.
Yeah, because you have so much energy to exert. Are you going to exert it on other people, or are you going to exert it on yourself?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
And as you change and get older, the amount of energy that you have, and to me, it's a tolerance. Like I have the energy, I don't have the tolerance.
That's right.
And so I think it changes. Like once you realize, like people say, once you realize your worth and all that good stuff, then that's a good way to say it, I guess. But it's more or less like it's not being always like what you're attracted to and stuff. It's more also recognizing who's around you. Some people will sap your energy. It's not even about you giving it energy. People just take it. And so I think when people are not serving you and serving what your goals are and encouraging you and in your corner and it's a two-way relationship, right? Like you have to be doing that same thing for them as well. Then if y'all don't have that kind of relationship, it's pointless. Because people will just make you mentally tired, physically tired, to where you're just like, you know what, I can't do it. And so I don't want anyone to get me there. Right. Anymore. Yeah. I want to be able to function like a healthy adult, get enough rest, take my vitamins, exercise, where you just don't feel like it. You're just like, man, I'm not doing this. Like I'm starting to do stuff around the house. Like it's just, I told my mom, the more I do, the more I fix my house up, the less I want somebody in it. So like,
man, you heard me, look, girl. Because I'm gonna tell y'all right now, Rashawn got a new closet, and I heavily emphasize the closet analogy. Where do you want to be with this person? Do you see their stuff in your closet? And if it was to be gone, how would you feel about it? Would you miss them?
Because I will say this. When I broke up with the last fiance, right, all the 11 years ago this year, that was so hard to see his clothes not in the closet. And it wasn't like he lived with me. It was just that he had some items here, right? And so whenever like that was gone, I was like,
that was the end of it.
Oh my God.
Now you had to grieve the
relationship. So I redid my closet, guys. It's so funny. So I literally redesigned it, like drew it on a piece of paper, and the guy did it. So the closet is done. Well, let me tell you. So the contractor, he's been on me for a while, and so he knows like I don't have it. Like there's no man around, right? And so I was like, well, his like her side, my side, and I designed his side, and his name was Carlos, and he was like, I don't know why you even doing his side. I was like, shut up, Carlos. I said, you ever seen the movie Field of Dreams? He's like, yeah. I said, if you build it, they will come. He started laughing.
But I'm saying, this closet is nice. So whoever's clothes get to fill the other side of Rashawn's closet, they're going to have to be real special.
I don't even know.
Man, it looked like you can go shopping in her closet. That's what I'm talking about. And I told my husband, I said, that's my 2025 goals, Rashawn's closet. So.
Crazy.
I mean, his stuff can be in there too. I'm just saying. It
took me a while to get my closet done because I just really wanted it that way, and I'm so blessed.
But this is how Rashawn's starting off for 2024, guys. Exactly. This is what I'm saying.
Taking no prisoners.
That's right. Intentions.
I want to be and I want to be like you know how I've said that before. I want to live a life. I don't need a vacation from. Now, it's okay to want to go on vacation because I love vacationing, right? But I don't want to need a break from my life.
There
like
you
I
go.
want
Boom.
to have.
That's it.
I want.
That's
to like to surround myself and be in a good environment with good people.
You need peace.
Love what I'm even putting out in the world.
Yeah.
You know, because I do believe in karma and I believe it comes back. And so I want to put good things out so I get good things back. When people think about me, I want people to smile. I don't want people to be like, man, that be.
Right.
I don't want that, right? Like I want to be able to give good energy and get good energy and just be in a more of a, just like a more of just, I've been teaching, so I'm like, the word homeostasis comes to mind every time when I talk about this. Which is like a nice balance, right? I just want a nice balance and at your optimal function. That's what I want to live for 2024.
Oh, yeah.
It's my intention.
Intention for 20, optimal balance.
Optimal balance.
There
you go.
Boom. See?
Optimal balance.
Sometimes you got to talk it through. Sometimes you got to talk it out.
Yeah.
Optimal balance. Those are Ray's words, okay, guys? 2024. Awesome. But yeah, and I mean, that goes for anything. You know, whatever it is that you're wanting to do, whether it's starting a business, whether it's cutting ties with relationships that no longer serve you, whether it's moving to a different state to start again, whatever is going to make it to where you're going to be able to live this short little lifetime that we got in peace.
Yep.
You know, we're all here for a moment. And how do you want to live your moment? You know what I mean? Like how
do you want to live your moment?
Yeah, you know, like tomorrow's going to be a new day. The day after that's going to be a new day.
Yeah. What
do you want from all that? You know?
How do you live your moment?
Yeah.
That really has resonated with me.
Oh, I'm so happy. Yay.
How to live my moment.
How do you want that to look like? What do you want to look like?
Who do I want in my moment?
Exactly. Yeah. And if it's family, guess what? Family is blood. Yes. And I know a lot of the old schools will be like, but that's your family. You know, you need to do this with them. No, you don't. Unfortunately, I'm just saying, you know, I know this is not going to hit everybody the right way. But yes, family is family. Absolutely right. We were born into blood together. Absolutely right. But if your energy is not matching mine and it's going to be disturbing mine, I'm sorry.
And there's sometimes more friends that are closer than family.
Oh, yeah.
Because like, and mean have better intentions for you.
Yes.
Will help you more.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have a stranger that help you more than a family member will. So, yeah. Like all skin folk ain't kin folk either.
Oh! You know, guys.
Just because.
Ray's right.
Look. Yeah. Just because we even the same race, same color does not mean anything. So.
Yeah, that's right.
Be mindful of stuff like that.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Going forward.
I have friends, you know, because I lived in Vegas for a short minute, and I have some of my best friends are out there. And Mesa, who we had on the show for the suicide episode.
We need to go visit.
Yes, we do need to go out there. Business trip.
Exactly. Who wants to come? It's fine.
Yeah,
I'm fine to
look,
travel
guys,
around.
if we do a like a seminar or something in Vegas, who wants to go?
Yeah, and they were ready for us to come there too.
Who wants to go there? Yeah. Raise your hands. But my friend Mesa, you know, I put a post on Facebook the other day about, you know, tell me some of the things that when you think about me, what you think about. You know,
I saw that. I didn't respond.
Yeah, because I already know how she thinks about me. She loves me. She can't get enough of me, guys. I'm just saying.
I'm just here to put that stuff out there. I don't know what somebody gonna say.
No, but I think it's important because a lot of times you don't hear how people feel about you while you're here. People will talk about you at your funeral or, you know, when you're not behind closed doors, but they never really tell you while you're here and can enjoy the sentiments. You know what I mean?
That's true.
So I put that post out there, and Mesa, she commented in there. And she is one of the humans in this universe that I absolutely love with all my heart. She is such a pure being, and she's so sweet. And she just, I don't know, she's just somebody that means a lot to me.
She's super cool.
And so she posted on there. And I'm just saying, like, find your beings. Find the people that make you happy when you think about them. And if some people, you know, then just think about that. Yeah. Like the people that you think about, like, how do they make you feel when you think about them? Sure. You know?
And then do the things that, like I said, you like wanted to do or think about doing. Like one of the things that I did a year or two ago was I saw that post, I'm sure other people did, about black men not getting flowers. The first time black men receive flowers is when they pass at their funeral, which they never get them, obviously, right? And so what I did was I actually left my house like that Saturday, and I went and had some bouquets made. And I gave 2 to my 2 sons that live here in Austin, Tyson, my youngest and my oldest. My middle is not, he's in the Navy serving his country. And I think he was deployed at the time.
Yeah, shout out to those service members.
Right.
You guys are
I'm
amazing.
a Navy mom, sailor mom.
Yeah.
And then I took a bouquet to my best friend, Miss Delilah, her husband Joaquin. And so, and it was so fun. I didn't even tell her what I was doing. I just said, hey, were you in Keno? And she's like, she was getting ready to leave to go see her grandpa, and she waited. And then their 2 kids were there, my niece and my nephew. And I was like, and I just literally gave him the bouquet, and I just told him I loved him so much, and I thanked him for being the man that he is, and how much he loves her, and how much he loves his kids, because he is an epitome of humbleness, and like he embodies so much, but he's a content man. And if you don't understand what that means, in my opinion, is that he's okay. There's always somebody prettier, smaller, more money, and that's for both. That goes both ways, for the man and the woman. Yeah. But he understands the value of his calling first in his life with God, for being Delilah's husband and being Diego and Elise's father. And that is super cool to me. Like, I love him to death. He actually saw me give birth to Terrence. Lord help us. He said I was his birth control for 5 years. Hey. But like, he's just a good guy. He's just a good guy. And so, like, do things like that, because you never know. Like, you just might be the difference in somebody's day. Yes. You might be that encouraging word that somebody needs to hear. And it's nothing like it didn't cost me like a lot to take to get some bouquets made and take them to him, but it meant something to me, because I know, and I'm sure it meant something to him, because it was so funny, because Delilah posted the flowers on her page that like before she even left the house. Yeah. But and she and the kids and her saw me present that to him, and so it was just like, and I loved them to death. It's just do the thing that you want to do. Yes. Never, don't take time for granted, because we don't have it. We don't know when our time is limited. That's right. So if it's something that you think about doing or want to do, get it done. Do it. Make that phone call. Have that hard conversation. In order to get some peace in your life with maybe some family members or your siblings, or your exes, or whatever, your old bosses, whatever it is. But, because time is precious, and we're not promised it. So, and it all starts with us, right? Everything's a trickle effect. So it's like, what do you want your ripple effect to be? Yeah, well, you know what I mean? I didn't think about that. Yeah, so it's like, what are you doing to help make your surrounding space the comfortable space that you want? I'm pretty sure I don't know if I have good ripple effects all the time. Well, it depends on your environment. That's true. You know what I mean? It's like, what do you have in your environment? Is it something that serves you, or is it something that takes from you? Like, what is it? Like I said, you only have so much energy to exert. Yeah, because where is it going to be placed? Because when I start cussing, so I don't really cuss a whole lot. I got that cussing spirit, like they say. I do. And so, like, it's in my blood. I'm a D-Shay. So, like, we like to cuss. And so, and I tried not to. I really tried not to. I'm like, I don't know where my cussing came from, because my parents never cussed. My mom, I've only heard my mom say one cuss word my entire life. And because she dropped something when I was little. Like, she dropped something. Cynthia, you so sweet. Now, my daddy, he used to practice. I'm pretty sure he used to practice cussing. I'm pretty sure. But, like, and so when I get frustrated, like, I'll cuss a lot. Like, it just flies out my mouth. And I really have to be, like, intentional. I was cussing so much this past week, guys. Like, I was saying the good words. I was saying the F words. The good words. Yeah, the F. That's one of my favorite F words. You know what I'm saying? I was hot. And I was cussing so bad, I made myself uncomfortable. Dang. I was cussing so bad. It was like I didn't even recognize myself. I went to Bible study. I said, Lord, you know I ain't been to Bible study in years. Don't let the church burn down when I walk in here.
Jesus comes in next to you.
He had to cut. And you know what part of the lesson was about?
I can't.
Repenting. Repenting. I guess I needed to go.
He was like, here you go. Look at this book right here.
She's coming in here today. I'm going to play it on your heart to preach about this. Because I called my mom. It was so fun. I called mom the next day. But yeah, like, try not to let people change you. Because I was letting somebody get to me.
Those buttons, guys. You got to watch those buttons.
And I was trying to be like the bigger person. And that day I said, well, I'm about to be short today. I'm about to. But
I just posted. I said, hey, I can't be the bigger person. I'm only 5'2".
You know what I'm saying?
I'm only 5'2".
I had to come on down.
I was 5'3" last week.
I was like, let me talk your language. Is what I had to do.
Mm-hmm.
But
guys, I cuss.
Yeah,
I cuss way too much. Cussing is like just ingrained in my vocabulary. Sometimes I cuss. And then I have to be like, sorry, mom. Like I didn't mean. Like I try to be respectful of my mama. My mama don't like cussing. But I do like it's just ingrained in my vocabulary. So I do talk, and then I catch it when she's with me, and I'm like, "Sorry, mom."
I don't know because around my mama, like I don't let things slip. My sister let something slip on Thanksgiving. It was funny. She had dropped something in the kitchen, and she cussed. She cussed so loud. It was so awkward because we were like I'm the youngest, and I'm 45, right? So it was like, ooh. You about to be in trouble.
Were you in the middle of something, you just stopped? Like everything just paused?
My kids stopped. Everybody in the house was like, and everybody looks at my mom.
You get real quiet.
Like, did she hear me? And then it was Tony.
Miss Cynthia looked like the kind of mama that don't say nothing. She looks at you and you already know what she's saying. You already know what she's saying.
And then Tony was like, oops. It was just so funny.
Oh my God.
We were like, you about to be in trouble.
What Miss Cynthia do?
Nothing. She started laughing too. It was so out of character. And it was like the house was so quiet. It was like so awkward. It was like, what do you say? Right? It was so funny. But yeah, mom just was like, I think she said, all right now. You know, mom was
you got this one time.
Yeah, all right now.
Here's your free pass.
It was funny.
But yeah, so we're just saying, guys, like, you know, you got to just, what's in your environment.
Don't let people change you.
Don't let the people change you. Know where your buttons are and who's going to be able to press them and who's not going to press them.
Because you give them power. If you let people press your buttons, you have relinquished power over your life and gave it to somebody else. I had to remind myself of that.
And then it makes it too easy for them to control you. Too easy.
Ooh, y'all know how mad I was. I haven't been that mad for years. I haven't been that mad in a very long time.
Ray was crying mad.
I was.
That's how mad she was.
I just want to just cut out. But it was
You
bad.
know some of y'all been like that before. You don't need to get like that.
When you get like so mad, all you can do is cry. I got that. And I hadn't had that in years. I can't remember last time.
Some deep breaths.
Yeah.
Refocusing. Rezoning.
I just wanted to cuss her out real good. I told
real
Mama,
good.
I said, just look at, I didn't talk to her because if I would have cussed her out, it was going to be so bad. You couldn't even tell I knew who Jesus was.
You better Jesus, close your ears.
They'd be like, ain't no way her mouth is like that. And she know Jesus. Yeah, you wouldn't have thought I even know who he was. So.
But yes, so how do you create these and how do you set them?
Yeah.
You know, like what do you do? Well, you have to get crystal clear on what you want.
True.
You know, what do you want to happen in your immediate space? Sometimes it's going to involve changing and sometimes that's going to be uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But what is more important?
I think backwards. Mm-hmm. So what I think of is what goal do I want? Like what is my end goal?
That's the best
and then
way to
I
do
work
it, though.
and then I say, well, how do I get there? Like if I know where I want to end up, I have to figure out like where I want to end up first, and then I, recognize how to get there.
And that starts with
I write it down
and being crystal clear. Like what do you want?
Yes, it's being intentional.
Yes,
like
exactly.
You said, being intentional.
Being intentional. What is it that you want? And then from there, your brain will start creating a plan to get you there.
Yeah.
And that's just what happens.
Yeah.
Your mind is an amazing muscle. Yeah. Amazing muscle that has more capabilities than you even can just fathom. It's just amazing.
And don't limit God. I'll say that. Don't limit God. Like, don't think what you're thinking of or you're dreaming is too big.
Yep.
Because he can supply everything, right? So I just think if you know your end goal and you're like, well, I can't like own a house. I'm single. I'm this. I'm that.
But why can't you?
Exactly. Like, I'm telling you, when I went to sign for my house, it was so funny. The lady didn't even think it was me. I had to tell her, I'm 30 minutes past my point. I got to go back to work. You know, where's my... Oh. She thought she was waiting for somebody else. It's me, man. It's me. The little black girl in the corner. It's me.
And guess what? I bet Ray was super proud that day.
Look. Had my little key.
Super proud that day.
Could tell me nothing.
Single mom.
Yeah.
Homeowner.
Yep.
By herself.
Yep.
Female.
And you know what's
minority. Funny? I'm just saying, we checking off all kinds of boxes in this bitch. We checking them all off.
I talked to this one gentleman that I used to want to date him. I'll say that.
Okay.
So I don't anymore.
Okay.
And he literally thought that I had bought this house, that it was my ex-husband's house. And I was like,
guys.
No, my neighbor thought the same thing. My neighbor asked me, was I going to move whenever he left? I said, why would I move?
Guys.
I was like, no, I bought the house by myself. It was funny.
You honestly, so I heard the other day.
Don't limit yourself.
I heard the other day that it's not resources that are the issue. It's resourcefulness.
That's a good one.
So if you want something bad enough, and this is how I live my life constantly.
You're going to figure out
a way to make it happen. No matter what. And guess what? You will be met with failures at some point.
Yeah.
But guess what? You'll learn what not to do next time and how to get what it is you really want.
And get around positive people that are encouraging you. You can't be around, and not everybody is meant to know your dreams and your aspirations.
Not at all. Work on them.
Yes, because some people will intentionally try to put little roadblocks in the way in order to discourage you, tell you can't do it. Some people will literally do things to make your life a little harder. Yep, sabotaging. And then talk about self-sabotage, that's a whole other topic. But yeah, so sometimes you have to move in silence, but I think it's better to me to be around people that are encouraging. Because it's nice to hear, like, you did a good job, Ray.
Right.
Or you did a good job, Shawnee. Because people call me different things for who you are. But yeah, so I think it's if you can find that friend or that person or that confidant that can even give you some advice. Some people just need advice.
Just rational advice.
Yeah,
unbiased advice. Advice is not going to be yes or no.
Don't do it this way. Do it this way, and this is why.
To help you.
Yeah, and maybe somebody that's already doing what you want to do. Maybe get be an apprentice underneath them or kind of that kind of thing.
That's right. Because what happens is when you have people that start telling you, ooh, do you really want to do that? What happens is that little thought in your mind, in your subconscious that's already doubting that you can do it, it's going to feed that and then you're going to believe it.
Yeah.
You're going to believe that you can't move forward.
And sometimes they just don't want you to do better than them. Let's just be honest. So they may try to dim your light and dim your intentional acts for 2024 because they know once you hit that what is the little button you push on the car,
that power start,
the little power, the little, when you're playing a game,
cruise control, what are you doing?
Like whenever you go like you zoom forward really fast, the boost when
button.
You hit boost, they know it's that sky's the limit for you, and some people just don't want you to have more
and they don't want to get left behind,
because
when you hit that boost,
not everybody that was with you is meant to come with you. So.
That's right. And that's true. That really is true. And sometimes you have to let those relationships go that you're comfortable with because you've had them for so long in your life. It's just what you know. Sometimes you have to let them go.
They serve you nothing. They serve you no good. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. So we wanted to put you guys into 2024 on a good foot. Let you know that, set your intentions for 2024. What are you going to do for the rest of the year? We are in January right now. We got 11 more months to go. What is that going to look like for you?
And I want y'all to come back and put, this is what I wrote down in 2024.
Tell us your intentions. What's your word?
And then we're going to check back in.
What's your word for the year?
In November. And see what you accomplished.
Yeah. What's your word?
Yeah. I got to figure out what my word is.
We already said.
What did I say?
Too. Girl.
I know I said something, but I don't remember my word.
You didn't have one word. You need one word.
I need one word for the year.
I'm going to do resilience.
Yeah, you said resilience. I was like...
And growth.
Resilience and growth.
I'm going to do those two.
What is my word? So you got good shit. I
don't know. Well, you're going to... Boundaries.
There you go. That's my word.
Boundaries.
Boundaries. My word for 2024.
So what I've done so far to kind of boost myself into 2024 is I've already invested in a social media marketing class.
Awesome.
And
she does a great job, by the way, but you can always learn.
And I'm saying,
man, she's amazing.
Good coaches, good business people, I should say, pay for coaches or other business people to help them learn things that they don't already know.
Yes.
There are stuff in classes that I do already know, but there's also going to be gems that are given to me that exactly, or that would make sense from somebody else's perspective. Because there's nothing wrong with investing in yourself. And so I've invested in myself doing that. And then I'm also doing a 3-hour social media, it's not a conference, it's like a webinar thing.
Okay.
It's a masterclass, that's what they called it. It's a 3-hour masterclass. I'm dedicating 3 hours of my time on a Saturday, paid for it and everything, because if you don't put money into something, is it really an investment? And will you really commit to it? And
people value what they put money on.
Exactly. Like if you buy a $300 Marc Jacobs purse, I bet you keep that clean and in the bag more than you're going to put your little, $7 bag from Walmart.
Exactly.
That's just going to get thrown all around.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
That's right.
So what you pay for things, it means something. And so I've invested in myself doing those two things. One of them, I'm going to be creating another company. So yeah, I'll be creating another company. So that's going to be another investment.
For the marketing?
Yes.
Okay, yeah,
for marketing.
Awesome. That's what you need to do.
So that's going to be another conversation Ray and I are going to have about how to lay that out. But it's setting these intentions and moving forward and executing them. Create the plan and execute. That's what it is. It's that easy. It's that easy.
Yeah, I did already get rid of a client this year, so maybe that's part of my boundary.
Yes, it is.
I gave a notice. This is not working for me or you, so we're just not going to do this.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong. What Ray said at the beginning, saying no more often, that's a gift. It really is, because because you have to protect your peace.
Because all money ain't good money.
Not at all.
I learned that. All money ain't good money.
Yeah.
And if you can tell when you make that change in your life, when you're like, this just no longer serves me. And it doesn't matter how much it costs or how much money I'm getting from that client. It just no longer serves me. And God gonna make a way. And I'm not even worried about it, because I done got 4 more calls since I let that one person go. So, and it totally unsolicited. Somebody just called me, they need my help. So that's just kind of how I am living my life, peaceful for 2024.
Yep, that's right.
Intentional.
Yep.
Yeah.
There you go.
Setting boundaries. My word is boundaries.
Boundaries.
There we go.
Resilience and growth. Tell us your words. Leave them in the comment. We'd love to hear them.
Thank you so much for tuning in, of course, to I Talk Back with Ray and Mandii. Be on the lookout for the merch drop. Order your shirts. And for the I Talk Back with Ray and Mandii live, you will get in with your I Talk Back t-shirts, hoodies, and crew necks. You'll be in the VIP session, so you don't want to miss that. We have cool VIP sections. And you may get a goodie bag, too. Well, you already know. You already know. Yes. So, it's been fun. See y'all later. Bye. Bye.
Thank you for tuning into I Talk Back with Ray and Mandii. Please hit the like and subscribe button to stay updated on future podcasts.